Welcome to the midnight tide, where shadows whisper, darkness hides. We're diving deep into the unknown, on a journey you're not alone. From haunted halls to specters lost, we'll guide you through the eerie frost, with tales that chill and spirits roam. A freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient domes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Welcome to the midnight tide, where shadows whisper, darkness hides. We're diving deep into the unknown, on a journey you're not alone. From haunted halls to specters lost, we'll guide you through the eerie frost, with tales that chill and spirits roam. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show.
Okay. Awesome.
Like, where's Ryan?
Yeah, have a surprise. I have you host the show tonight.
Oh, goodness gracious.
How's it going?
Good.
Just realized when you have my freaking awesome paranormal show mug, I grabbed the wrong one.
It's been that kind of day.
I'll tell you what, man, it has been a stressful day, and it'll probably be a stressful night.
It is, man. You can really feel the crazy energy.
Feel the tension.
Yeah.
The funny part is, which I don't know if it's a coincidence, but it is, of course, election day here in the States.
In case you missed it.
But it is also Gunpowder Day, which...
Why do I feel like that's not a good idea for today?
No, yeah.
At all.
I thought that was interesting. It's also Guy Fawkes Day and National Chinese Takeout Day. So, and I thought that would be like Christmas or something, because
dang, I wish I'd known.
We could be celebrating with some Chinese takeout.
Yeah, I could have some crab rangoon.
There we go. Oh, so yeah, today has been interesting. I did went out and voted this morning.
Yeah.
and there weren't many people there. I was surprised.
When I went, I didn't have to stand in line, but it was steady. Like people were coming in as people were leaving, and like when I got in, you know, they have little areas where you go fill out your ballot. All of them were full, but one I took that, and they were steadily rotating them out, but it was pretty steady.
Yeah. I was really expecting there to be like a long line of people, but
hey, RJ,
he's having a day. We went to the playground today, right? Yeah. And we went to get some lunch at Chick-fil-A. Did some cleaning up at the cabin. So that's about the extent of my excitement. You went to a concert the other day. How was that?
Last week I did go to a concert. Me and some good friends. One in the chat, Miss Shonda. We went to see Jelly Roll, and it was outstanding. It was outstanding. I get that like not everybody is a Jelly Roll fan, but I would 100% say not only would I go again, I'd go at whatever cost I had to go to pay. It's a very uplifting concert. You know, everybody kind of talks about, you know, how he preaches and stuff, and he kind of does, but it was more in the spirit of like everybody's going through stuff. Let's just have a good time together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's all kind of focused, and he did some pretty amazing things there. I think the one that stood out for me, and you know, he's known for visiting homeless shelters and prisons and things like that when he tours. He's known to do that, and there is a facility in Chesterfield called Harp that I think he's visited before, and it's really where they're trying to, I guess, some of the less violent crimes. I don't know how you end up in Harp, but they're doing other activities, like they're getting them ready for you know, life outside of what they're going through. It's a prison. I mean, it's a jail, but they're teaching them skills, and there's music, and there's a lot of things. So he went there this time, and they had kind of a couple group of them had redone one of his songs in their own way, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And he enjoyed it so much he actually called the sheriff there and said, "Can they come to this show? I'd like them to perform."
Wow.
We kind of wondered why security suddenly got beefed up out of nowhere. And then he announced what he was doing, and he kind of then said, "Yeah." And then I called the sheriff back saying, like, you know, not trying to ask too much, but can they be in street clothes? Like, can we get them something
You know,
other than
like
their
jumpsuits and
yeah. He said, you know, for the next hour, you know, they were incarcerated today. They're here for the next hour, and they'll go back to their jail cells when this is over. But he had them come out there and perform what they had done. One of them played guitar, and it was just really, they were overwhelmed, like they were overcome with emotion themselves. So it was a lot. But it's a whole like party. I know everybody's been to concerts, you know, there's opening acts, and he had 3 of them. And usually between opening acts, you know, there's kind of like a intermission. People go to the bathroom, get drinks. He has a DJ there, and they are constantly pumping up the crowd. They're playing country music. They're playing dance music. They're playing like hip hop from our generation. You know, it's a bit going. So it's from the time you start at 6:30 till it ends. It's go nonstop. So I highly recommend everybody go check it out. I even think if you aren't a Jelly Roll fan, you can't go and not have a good time. That's just period, point blank.
You have a good stage presence about him?
Yes.
You know, that would be a good concert.
With it too. There's a lot of fire.
Yeah.
And there's water, and there's everything. So it's really cool.
You know, that would be a good concert if him and like Post Malone toured together.
Yeah.
That would be a good show. Because I heard Post Malone has a really good.
Yeah, he's someone I want to go see as well.
Yeah, so that's awesome. You guys had a good time.
Yeah, we did.
Anything? I'm having a total brain fart. I'm like, did I do anything this weekend? I can't even remember.
I did not. I stayed home and cleaned and did chores. That's what I did.
We went to Hanover Tavern
for a
little bit, saw some friends, and then Howie and I went back. We ended up going over to the cabin for a little bit of a fire pit.
Yeah, nice.
All right, okay. RJ, what do you need? Oh. Okay. Well, do you have any cards to read for
Let's
us
take a
tonight?
card. I pulled out the fun deck because I figured I'll keep them PG, but everybody could use a little fun tonight because, you know, it's a little serious in the world right now. Or at least in the United States, it's a little serious. I'm going to pull like 2 random cards out of this deck and see what they say. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. The first one says,
What's that
stuff is
say?
about to get real.
God.
You need people around you. So I think that is not a lie. No matter how everything goes today, I personally don't even feel like we're going to know tonight, but I feel like things are going to get real no matter which way things go. And we just need to all come together and be positive and, you know, take
I
it
need
for
certain
what it
people.
is.
I need certain people around me.
Yeah.
Others, not so much.
And then
Back
stop
off.
obsessing. You are not the center of the universe. So I think we're all getting ready to go through it a little bit the next week or two. So let's just be nice to each other, and this too shall pass.
You know,
and you just can't make this stuff up.
I mean, it's appropriate.
Yeah, that's what literally just came out. So yeah,
I mean,
things aren't going to be good for people, I think.
The cards have spoken. Looks like Rhonda may have frozen up there. I'm gonna go ahead. Hopefully. All right. Well, there you are. You're back. Okay. Good. You look like you're frozen.
Yeah, the internet was doing that the other day. I bet because everybody's on the daggone internet right now, right?
Probably all staring. Kind of figure out they need to build like a bomb shelter or something.
Nah, I don't think it's going to be that. I just think we're going to all hear a lot of negativity in the next few days.
Start prepping. Become a prepper. Yeah. You know, sometimes you get these times of frustration for people who were side of the aisle you're on. Sometimes you want to say something. You want to say a phrase that will just totally put out what you want to say. You're like really frustrated. Right. Now, I found a phrase that is funny, but apparently has a homoerotic subtext to it. So,
oh Lord, Lord,
a lot of phrases that got a homoerotic subtext to it tonight. You could yell the phrase, "By Saint Booger and all the saints of the backside door of purgatory." By Saint Booger and all the saints at the backside door of purgatory. I mean, it just rolls off your tongue.
It rolls off your tongue. I think I understand what the end part is.
Yes. You know what? Yeah.
Oh my. Well, if you feel the need over the next week or so to use that, you heard it here first.
I might have to yell that sometime. I don't know. Maybe not. But if you are of that persuasion and you feel like yelling something like that, you go right ahead. This is for you. That's a phrase for you. All right, guys, we are very excited to have Austin Engel and AG from Forgotten Explorations back on the show. They just finished up their Halloween special.
Yes.
And we're going to chat with them, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's bring on Austin and AG. Welcome back, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Hello. Mike was muted.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I was thinking that same thing, but I didn't want to.
Every time someone says that phrase, I'm like, it's been a while since we had Forgotten Explorations on our show. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. So I have to say, I really enjoyed your latest compilation of videos you guys threw out there.
Thank you.
When you're doing your episodes, do you have like which ones you can put in October in mind, or do you just once you have them done, you're like, okay, this will fit better in October and this will be better like during the summer or whatever?
Not the last 2 years, yes, but this year we just kind of took a break, and when we took our break, we figured we might as well just, throw out everything that we had done throughout the year just in October.
Mm. What do you have any like as far as putting them in order, do you just like, okay, this was one to go first, this one go second? How do you determine the order of how you release them?
I was gonna say one time we did it like video lengthwise.
Mm-hmm.
So like one trip we went like, let's say, 4 or 5 places. Maybe one of those places, after editing and combining everything, the video is only 10 minutes long. So if we were going to do like a Halloween special, we would try to put that one, before, specifically for like specials and stuff like that. But I think we've only done that, once?
Yeah, actually, this year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we did Fort Magruder Hotel and Colonial Williamsburg in the same night. Like, we filmed both of those in the same night. So we wanted to make sure that those released within the same week of each other. That way it's not like, oh, Colonial Williamsburg comes out on a Thursday, and then Tuesday, basically part 2 of the video, like the continuation, comes out. So we wanted to just make sure that both of those were like together basically within, a 48-hour, 72-hour window.
What do you think you have learned from, as far as like, creating videos and stuff like that, from the beginning till now, that really stands out? Like, hey, this is different than what I expected it to be.
You want to go first, AG?
I was gonna say the small stuff, flying a drone, photoshopping stuff, little tiny, the small things that I've had to learn throughout the stuff. But the biggest one I'd probably say is, I don't know. That's a good question. I want to say the people. It's you kind of like expect, the ghost hunting people and all that to be, the same old, maybe not nowadays, but, the same old demonic witchcraft kind of thing. But just after all the events and stuff we've gone through, all the people we've met, there's it's there's more than just, ghost hunting and stuff like that. There's
People living their actual lives, like normal people, basically.
Yeah,
like, that you would see at like passing you by at
it's
Walmart
just
or
meeting
something.
a lot of good people, learning experiences from them. Because I know when I first joined the group with Austin, collabs and stuff like that, meeting people, that wasn't really on the table at all, especially since we were probably only doing the YouTube thing for year and a half, 2 years maybe.
Yeah.
And saying that, we weren't doing that for the full consistent 2 years. It was a few months out of the year. So yeah, just meeting other people, and like when others say, kind of like yourself, like, hey, you want to join this, you want to join our podcast and talk, and stuff like that. It's I'll just say the people,
Yeah. honestly, for me, I'm just gonna say like every haunted location when you go in. When I first started this, I was like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna see like books flying off the shelves, things like that, some crazy stuff. That ain't how it is at all. There
Yeah, I'm
there
still
have
waiting for
been
that to happen.
quiet nights. Yeah, there have been quiet nights. And you're paying money for these places too. And then when
Yeah.
it is a quiet night, it's like, well, shit happens basically. So
But then you get home and it's like, oh shit.
yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
quiet. There was a lot of shit happening. It just
Well,
wasn't like,
yeah, and that's actually what happened this past weekend. I was like, in my mind, we didn't do a lot the second night that we were filming this weekend. And then I drag over all the files, and we have like 50 gigabytes worth of footage. So that's like 7, 8 hours worth of footage from one night. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess we did do some stuff this weekend. Like,
it's always exciting to when you go through evidence and you actually capture something when you didn't think you did. You're like,
yeah,
oh, very cool.
So with doing this though, do you feel like, because I know a lot of times it's one night and there's cost involved, but if you had to, do you feel like what's the best way to do it in one night or space it out and like do 2 nights over like a space of time, or is there like a sweet spot you found?
honestly, doing it 2 nights in a row is a lot better, and you have a lot more time. So, like, this past weekend, we were in Sutton, West Virginia. We're working on a documentary on the actual town of Sutton because there's the Flatwoods Monster nearby, there's Bigfoot nearby, like all these things are all around that area. But original plan was one night, and we were like, let's go ahead and do 2 nights. Um, and it's a good thing we did because we did 3 investigations within 2 days. Uh, and doing that, it gave us time to get there because it's 6-hour drive almost. By the time you're doing that and you investigate, you do get drained. You're drained from the car ride during the day, so then you can go to sleep and you don't have to worry about, well, didn't get much tonight, I got to go home tomorrow. No, you get a whole nother day, a whole nother 24 hours to investigate. So personally, I like doing 2 days. If we have to do a one day and we have to rush, so be it. But
Yeah. I mean, I think doing 2 days, especially like when you go places like you did the cabin or you were at Hammond House
yeah,
past weekend, is like you
Yep.
don't have to do everything all at once. If you have something going on like downstairs or whatever, you spend a lot more time downstairs and you don't feel like you have to fit it all into one night, and you can get more stuff accomplished.
And to add on to that, I feel like sometimes the spirits can kind of like feel that, because like with Austin and I's case, of course, if we didn't have a YouTube channel, we would still be doing this on on our own time. So I think it sucks, when you go to one place for one day, and you just start stressing, about footage and stuff like that. And who knows, maybe that's why like spirits, one days will be super quiet and then the next day, they'll be like super active. Who can really say, but gets you thinking, it's almost like the more you stay, the more I'll be willing to show you.
Yeah.
But there has been a few cases where I'm sure for many other people where it's, the exact opposite.
And it may be easier to if you don't have to worry about a YouTube channel to do it for one night, because you don't have to worry about, you guys are worrying about the content, shooting B-roll, and you have to do all that and film an investigation and get to the place all in the same day. It's just
Yeah, and also to add on to that as well, like our Heyman house, it was either I think it was our first time because it was just us three, but we were there for 2 nights, and the first night, we were getting stuff, but at some point it started to get pretty quiet, so we decided to pretty much turn off all the cameras and literally just get, I guess, just more try to get get to know the
Personable.
spirits.
your
Yeah,
personal.
and
Yeah.
I actually think that did something because by the next day, I'd say evidence wise, we'd probably caught same amount, if not, a little more. Plus you can kind of feel the vibe changing, but like I said, that's specific to each place, I think, as well. But
Yeah.
yeah.
You kind of miss sometimes going in just to investigate it and not trying to capture stuff for your channel.
Yeah, so we've rarely gone anywhere without filming. We did do the cabin one time without filming, and less stress. I will say that, just because like Ryan was saying, you have to shoot the B-roll. You have to shoot, like, now we're shooting interviews with location owners, and you have to try to make sure you get the content that you're there for. But it's nice to, like, and I think we're trying to start doing this. Like, we're just gonna start live streaming for a couple hours, not really worrying about like what's gonna happen, stuff like that. Just letting,
Yeah,
because
it's more
it
so.
brings yeah, it brings awareness to, like, people that are watching. They're like, okay, so it's really quiet right now, and it's like, yeah, that's what an investigation is. Like,
Yeah,
you're
like
sitting there waiting for that
80%
moment.
Yeah. Plus,
Why are the books
we're
lying on the shelves?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that might happen at this next place, dude.
Hey, if it does, hopefully it's on live stream.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, a lot of people, they do enjoy watching live streams and interacting with you guys. I mean, look at all the people who watch the TikTok lives
Yeah.
that the people are doing, and they always get a bunch of audiences. And plus, when you put it out there, people can see it and be like, oh, okay, I want to watch these guys. Oh, they have a YouTube channel? Shoot, I'm going to go ahead and check out their videos. When you do your like set your cameras up, do you think the spirits are aware of the cameras? And like you said, you cut it off and they started interacting with you more. Do you think they have any idea of what's going on?
Me first?
Yeah, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, I would say like 50-50, because they're once again talking about like, I don't think this was Heyman House, but we've gotten a few times through like GhostTube and like Echo Vox and stuff like that, stop recording, stop and stuff like that. So I feel like to an extent, or maybe certain spirits can, depending on what kind.
I mean, first time we were at the cabin, we had a whole camera shut off, a standby camera get unplugged from the wall. And when we like brought it up as we're there, like, we're like, how did this happen? Blah blah blah. Like, nobody's been in here. And then we ran Spirit Box. We're like, do you not want us to be like recording in your room? And through Spirit Box, you hear "and you." So it's like, okay, I feel like spirits are people. Like,
Yeah.
they want their privacy. They don't want to be bothered. Just got to go in showing respect, and then
I feel like they're just
for
as
the
much as
best.
humans as we are. They just don't have this skin shell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No.
So are y'all running recorder? Like, So y'all set up to do this, but are you guys running any kind of recorders or anything as you're dismantling things, and y'all kind of just talking about as you're dismantling to see if y'all are picking up anything?
This is funny because this past weekend, he's on this side for me. I don't know what side he is for anybody else, but he was filming B-roll and he caught something. If you want to go ahead and talk about that, dude.
Yeah, so I was just went through the first floor, got some shots of the living room and stuff like that. And as I'm walking through one of the what was it, the maids, the doc,
No, the pink room. So like,
no, not the pink, it was the blue one, the wife.
oh yeah, because Jacob was sleeping in the pink one. The blue one was, I don't know what it was for.
It was connected to the kids' room,
the children's room.
Yeah. So as I'm walking through the just the room recording, I hear a faint hey, just a little hey, and I wanted, looking back after that happened, because I heard it with my with my ears. It wasn't like we went back and watched it.
Yeah.
So I continued to go through all the B-roll, went through the other rooms, go downstairs, take the file off the phone to show Austin. And in that, after when we started looking at that, we found another whisper after the first one. So it's like, you never really know. I mean, these things are happening, almost. It's so weird because like they're happening all the time, but then they're not happening at all,
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I'll try to actually send maybe you guys that clip. You definitely need headphones though, but yeah.
Are you all finding that the more you're investigating, because you guys have been at this now for a couple of years, the more you're doing it, things like that, like the clairaudience, where you're just legitimately hearing it yourself, or things like that you didn't notice before, is getting more and more?
I'd say a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah. And I feel like it's mainly because we're like more aware of what we're doing, because
or maybe it's like subconsciously like spiritually opening up more or something.
Yeah, basically like opening up your third eye, or whatever the phrase is,
whatever you guys want to call it.
I probably just butchered that, but I apologize.
You're fine.
But yeah,
we noticed that on our team, like John Sullivan, he's clairaudient, and he's more and more, it's just coming out.
Yeah.
So you think your ears or the way you notice things are more in tune with that frequency, where you can hear things better than when you first, because you're more, like you said, you're more aware of your surroundings and what to look for and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely makes sense.
I definitely think it helps, like when you've been to a location more than just one time, when you've been there multiple times, like with the cabin. The first time we ever heard a disembodied voice was at the cabin.
Yeah, but it was the third or fourth time we went there.
Yeah, the third time that we had been there. So
yeah, I'd say definitely a little bit of what we talked about earlier too, with the spirits kind of like opening up to you and getting to know you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
We were at the cabin a couple weeks ago. It was me, my friend Elizabeth, Sarah, and Jason Gray. And Jason was walking up the ramp, and we all heard clear as day a woman saying hello before Jason opened the door. And you could see, as a video on my YouTube channel, you could hear the hello. And you can see Elizabeth's face go like, oh my God. She was like looking at, it's like, did you hear that? But I mean, it happens so randomly, because it's not like it happens every time someone walks in the door.
Yeah,
you just happen to be at the right place at the right time. Is it us? You know, if Jason had
Like,
walked in by
you guys are going there every week on the same day. Are they getting used to your pattern?
yeah.
Yeah, it's like trash. Basically, trash day. You're used to taking your garbage cans down to the street. They're just used to getting ready for you guys to, come by.
And they welcome us when we walk in the front door. Apparently, that's so. When you guys go and start shooting B-roll footage, what kind of stuff are you trying to get? What's the explain what B-roll footage is?
I'd say like, yeah, I was gonna say. So since we've been doing this, I guess documentary kind of video style, we've been doing a lot. We've been trying to do a lot more interviews. So basically, pretty much the stuff that they talk about in the interviews. For instance, Teresa talked about how the room I slept in, or a better example is the room that Leroy slept in. There's supposed like women standing at the bed and kind of stuff like watching you. So I got a shot from, kind of like the corner or the edge of the bed, just like a little pan over. And then I also went into like the closet and did a little, like looking at you through the closet kind of thing. And we'll put that over the part that, Teresa is explaining, or whoever is explaining with their experience. And then just pictures of a lot of walking, just walking through the hallways. And pictures on like the outside kind of thing. I think B-roll, that's about it. We probably should just start recording everything at all times, but then again, like we were talking about earlier, I feel like some spirits don't like that. And
yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like it's kind of weird. It's like you'll say, hey, we're wrapping up for the night, and then out of nowhere everything starts going haywire, and it's like, cool.
Yeah.
Trying to go to sleep now.
I was gonna say, you're laying in bed and you start hearing knocking and walking throughout the house and stuff.
That's how it goes. Like when you want to leave to go home. We were talking about that at the minnow bucket. I was like, because I'd gone up to Bell Grove Plantation a couple weeks ago, and we were talking about going to this antique shop, and I was so tired. I was like, man, if I go, it's going to be super active. It's like when you just want to go, but you don't want it to be active because you don't want to go home. Yeah. I was like, if I go, it's going to be super active just because I don't want it to be. And it's going to end up being there all night.
Yeah, that's actually exactly what happened with the B-roll footage and the whisper we got at the Heyman house. Because we were that specific time, we were leaving probably. Yeah, we left 30 minutes.
Like the next, like 20 minutes. Or so.
Yeah, it was kind of like you said, we were super tired. Kind of not forgot, but we'll do this in the morning.
No, but it's
and of course, as I'm doing it in the morning.
You muted your mic.
Muted the whole.
No, HE. You ain't talking about it.
Some really profound, and he muted himself.
What happened? What was the last thing y'all heard?
About like the 30-minute thing. We were leaving 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, it's like we're leaving 30 minutes. We get that, and of course we're trying to let's do a little 10-minute session, see if we can get anything else.
And then that 10-minute session turns into like 4 hours.
Yep.
Could if it would. We had to go though, so
yeah, we were like pushing past the time of leaving.
So this last investigation at the Heyman, this was your final investigation at the Heyman house, like it was a final investigation at the cabin.
Yeah, like video wise, like if we come back to the cabin, it'll probably just be for like our own like enjoyment or like
hanging out,
doing a
or
live stream or
yeah,
something like that.
or the campfire,
Yeah, like a
we talk about it here
bonfire or
and
something
there.
like that. But yeah, this is like, what is it called when it's like everything's come up to this point?
The finale.
The Grant, yeah,
Yeah,
grand
finale. It's like
finale,
coup de grace or something like that. I don't know what it's
coup de
called.
grace or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, it's like this was our third time being at the Heyman House. Every time we've gone, it's been a weekend affair just because of how far out it is, and I don't know, the location is just one of those locations that still like a hidden gem in a way because like a lot of people have investigated it. Like Nick Groff has done his show there. Paranormal Quest has done a couple videos there and stuff like that, but it's not one of those. It's not like a Conjuring house. It's not like
Mhm.
you know Waverly Hills or anything like that. So
yeah.
it's
It's like the
still
cabin in a way.
yeah, it's still like a hidden gem
Right.
for
Yeah,
teams to go and experience and stuff like that. So it it was time for us to say, okay, yeah, this is it. This is the final one. But also, how are we going to show the love that we have for this place without making another video? Okay, we
yeah.
do this one last thing, showcasing everything that we've done up until this point, just like we did for the cabin, basically. So
And then we'll definitely, I wouldn't be surprised if like 5 years from now, we'd go there. I definitely do want to go there, and this goes for any location. 5-10 years down the line, and just see.
imagine
That's what.
imagine this, dude. Imagine 20, 25 years from now, we have kids. We go there with our kids.
I don't know about that.
We just leave them there and we're like, peace.
Jeez,
Yeah, good
yeah, I
luck.
don't know about that. All right, dude. I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about, but no.
Bring them
But,
out to the cabin, drop them off.
I
Yeah,
don't even know
you
what
got to figure it out on
messed
your
me
own
up.
like we did.
I'll admit, when you guys said, like, when you did the cabin, like, this is the last time at the cabin, I was like, is this like a Kiss reunion tour where it's like the last one ever? And then we're going to come back. But it's like,
yeah.
but I feel like if things started changing at the cabin and you guys were hearing rumors, things were a little different, would you entertain doing one more video? Because something has changed or
Something new.
transpired.
Yeah,
or-
I would.
Yeah, I mean, one of the biggest things that I think is like if activity just stopped, like just randomly, and you go on like this hiatus of no activity, it's like, okay, so what happened? I want to go back and I want to like try to make this activity happen, recreate the events that we did the first time. Because there's no reason for the activity just to abruptly stop kind of deals. That would be like,
Unless you do like, I guess like what? Not witchcraft, but
like a ritual.
yeah,
Smudge
or
or
not an exorcism because that's like possession and stuff. but,
cleansing,
yeah,
like cleansing.
cleansing the
Yeah,
house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, kind of thing. That's the only scenario that I could think of though, where it would just stop. And even then, it might not.
What I'm
Yeah,
Get worse. Yeah.
What I'm hearing is never say never.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, yeah. You never know what could happen between now and 10 years down the road. Plus you're still coming back to do live streams, so it's not like you're just completely, and you probably pretty much got what you needed to get from there as far as evidence and it's haunted, so
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Which
still have
leads
questions like that are unanswered from the location, but I feel like we've gotten as much answers as we can up until like
yeah.
for now at least.
I would say the next interesting thing would be like I said, like maybe see how evidence changes in 5 5 years, decade.
That makes sense.
You know, same names. You know, if like the cabin, for instance, like let's say, when Melissa comes through, what if like 10 years, we just gone. It's like, how does that, I think that would be interesting to try to look into.
Yeah.
Well,
How
also
they
the
react.
cabin too. It's so new, like relatively new, because a lot of places we go, the history is 100 years ago or even
Yeah.
longer.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Like the cabin is in the last,
Yeah, to the grand scheme of things, it's definitely new.
Right, right. So at some point, not to but like Randy will pass away. So what will happen when that occurs?
Yeah,
Things like
exactly.
that.
Yeah, that would be kind of wild.
How do you think, like, from the first time we met a few years ago to now, personally, on your paranormal journey, how have you guys changed?
Damn, that's a really good question.
Yeah, I don't know. That's deep, Ryan.
We go deep on a freaking awesome paranormal show.
I don't know. It's weird. It's weird because when we first met, we really were like fairly new to everything. Like, then we got brought into doing public events, doing stuff like that, having our face out there a little bit more, and learning new techniques, meeting newer, more seasoned veterans in the field. I guess you could say it's just. I definitely feel like back then we were like kids, as everybody would say.
Yeah, just less experienced.
Yeah, now like I feel like. All right, here's one thing. When I first investigated the cabin, would not be in the basement by myself at all. Had lights on, anything like that. Would not sit down there by myself. This last time that we went, I was the only one to turn the lights off in the basement and do my solo.
That's awesome.
It's funny how, even for me, like, our home location is Belgrove. For a long time, I did not like going in the caretaker's house. Like, didn't want to be in there. And now it's like, no big deal.
Yeah,
it's like the night in there. I don't care.
I would agree with Austin. Just experience and just getting not used to spooky stuff, but don't get me wrong, whenever paranormal stuff happens, it's always, how is this happening right now? It's always mind-blowing.
We literally looked down and we're like, yo, do you see those goosebumps on me? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I would like to say genuinely, I think we'd honestly the same
matured,
same kids. Well, not even that, dude. I like to think I've been, I've had to not grow up young, but I've already done all that. Maturity is just or not maturity, but what did you just say before that? What are you talking about?
Maturity?
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think, age doesn't have anything to do with like
maturity, the mindset.
Yeah. And the confidence level with what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like to say at least me, I'm still the same dude. I just like ghost, same dude likes ghost hunting.
Yeah.
All right. Fun one about forgotten explorations. Let's who is the one of your team is guaranteed to bring the snacks? Who is guaranteed to fall asleep first? Who's guaranteed to stay up all night long? And who's the one likely to get most scared and run away?
That one's Leroy, 100%.
Yeah, the scared one.
Yeah, scared one's definitely Jacob Hunter.
I'll take the sleep one, even though I've never actually like slept during an investigation. You know, I've always stayed up the same amount of time that Austin and everyone else
Dude,
does.
I
But
don't know, dude.
I get tired. I will tell you that.
Dude, we'll be sitting there this past
The whole
weekend,
night, I'll just be saying I'm exhausted. I'm about to take a
Dude,
nap, and
the
then of course, you know,
last-
stuff starts happening, and I don't take a nap. But
this past weekend we were just sitting in the room, quiet, so that we could hear stuff, and you hear. We look at him.
we
He's like-
were all exhausted, dude.
Oh,
When you were in
yeah,
the
but-
attic, I was recording, and I pan over to Leroy, and he's asleep, and so I pan back. We're on the steps.
I would definitely say Wheeler's probably the one to stay up like all night, and that's just because of his work schedule. Realistically,
He works like
and then, yeah.
9 p.m. to 7 a.m. So
he's used to it.
yeah,
Like he'll sleep like the whole car ride to wherever we go, and then
Mhm.
he's chilling for like the entire night. But yeah, I usually bring the snacks.
I was like,
yeah.
there's always somebody who's like, we're gonna have snacks.
yeah.
Oh,
Austin
yeah.
brings the snacks.
I'm like the
this
mom of
trip,
the group,
Heyman House.
basically.
The Heyman House. He's picking me up, and he already has a box of the 20 bag chips and not water, but
Oh no, I have a cooler of like drinks,
ginger ale and yeah.
ginger ale, sweet tea, water.
That's cute.
Cheez-Its.
What are your snacks of choice when you go on an investigation?
That's good. I think just chips.
No, dude, we get candy like a decent amount of time too. Cinnabon. This last trip,
Not
those
me.
Cinnabon bites were
That's all
good
him.
as anything.
Wherever he is.
Yeah, dude.
I like the hot Cheetos chips. A little bit of candy here and there. I like sour gummies.
Yeah, gummy worms.
Yeah.
I'll do like the dad tags to him. Like he'll be in the back seat usually, and I'll just like reach my hand back there and be like,
Yeah. And then other days I'll try to give him one. He'll be like, nah. I'll be like, dude, you're gonna eat this.
yeah, and then like 5 minutes later, I'm like,
Yeah.
I used to do Pixie Sticks and Mountain Dew. That was my.
I haven't had
That
a
would get you
pixie
going.
stick in a minute.
That'll get you
so
going.
good. They are so good.
Damn.
Yeah, I haven't even seen one in a minute.
Yeah, pixie sticks. That just
You
I
at the
want
Dollar
the
Tree,
memory.
you like a whole pack of them for for $1.25 now.
I'm gonna send Ryan a case of pixie sticks.
Oh my god,
Lifetime
He's
supply.
like, I haven't had a pixie stick in years.
it has been a while.
Yeah, the good
since I've
old.
had a Pixie
You just
Stick.
get him a pixie stick and a Mountain Dew.
Yeah, dude.
You know.
You ready for Christmas,
one
Ryan?
right after the other. Yeah. You're doing a shot.
Yeah, he's
you
ready
know?
for Christmas. He has the Santa beard going on. He's
Oh
ready.
yeah. I
I've
like that
listened
he's
to
growing
the,
it out though.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Looks good.
I gotta grow it out for Christmas. Gotta grow out for the winter time.
Oh yeah.
You know, keep my face warm during the
I
harsh.
shaved all mine off.
Yeah, same.
Oh, you got some there. It's a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit there. It's
Gotta keep
no
some.
shave November, so you guys got to keep it going.
Yeah.
At least until December.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Should I actually do
first.
that? I don't think I've ever done that. I mean, of course, I've gone months without, shaving, but for the actual
Don't-
like month of
AG,
November, I haven't.
Don't shave till the first of the year.
The first of the year, dude, I have work.
Yeah.
I can't.
Dude, some of the people at work have beards down to here.
Yeah,
dude,
but
like,
they work back of that. Those are technicians.
I mean,
just say it's no shave November.
Yeah.
no shave November. Just
Like,
No
yeah,
shave rest of the
I'll
year.
write you up for that.
And then don't shave December.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll write you up twice. One more and you're out, dude.
Over a beard.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna
Maybe.
say,
No, I don't think so.
Nah, I'm kidding.
I mean,
Hey,
paranormal investigating is expensive. You have to keep your day job.
Yeah, that is true. That's true. Speaking of that, what is your favorite piece of equipment that probably asked this before, but I forgot the answer.
It might have changed.
Yeah, it could have changed between when I asked before And now, what is your favorite piece of equipment to use on an investigation?
Mine
Is it
used to be
safe?
the Flux, but I have to go back to like old reliable. I just like the standard K2 EMF meter. Like you can't go wrong with it.
Magnetic. Yeah.
Mm.
I'll have to say Flux. I love the Flux. It's just a simple motion sensor. One side motion sensor that you can control the sensitivity on. So you know how close something has to get before it goes off. You have a red side, a green side. You can do yes or no. Not a bunch of stuff, but I like it. That's probably my favorite.
That's awesome.
Super simple. I was gonna say ears, but that's not fun.
Yeah, it's yourself.
Yeah, it's
okay.
me. I'm
That's
my
right.
favorite equipment.
I have the best. I mean, it's true. So you always trust yourself, but it's kind of a cliche.
Definitely Flux though.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
it's always good if yourself gets a backup for one of the pieces of equipment.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, so you know you're not going crazy,
Crazy.
or
Right.
vice versa. You know, yeah, definitely.
Do you ever find yourself like on investigation hearing things, but you're not quite sure if you believe what you hear? Do you trust yourself more now than you did before, as far as what you hear and stuff like that?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's weird because like the whole, and this happens every place. Austin or Leroy will hear something, kind of freak out, and I'm standing there with them. I didn't hear anything, you know. An hour later, I'll hear like a cough or something. I'm looking at them, and you know nothing happened. So yeah, I think it's weird, and I don't know. Maybe that's like, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe that's certain spirits maybe trying to reach out to
targeting one
Yeah.
specific people. But yeah, I would definitely say there's plenty of cases, you know, where
I mean, during the stream, I think it was the second night that we were there, we had somebody ask. We had devices set up in each bedroom of the house. One wasn't being used, like nobody was sleeping in it, but myself, Jacob Hunter, and then AG, we all had equipment in each room. Somebody was like, ask the spirit, whichever one of you they like the least, to make the device go off in the room. Device starts going off in my room, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that's cool. I'm like, so I'm being targeted now. So being singled out for some reason. I don't know what I did.
Shoot, evidence is
Not enough
evidence.
snacks.
You know.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't like Cheez-Its.
Those Scooby snacks, fam.
That's why I'm gonna.
Dude,
Chocolate
How
Scooby
dare you bring
snacks.
Cheez-Its into my house?
The forbidden.
I'm a
Cheez-Its.
goldfish. I'm a goldfish ghost. Damn it! Don't bring Cheez-Its into my.
yeah.
Yeah. I want a snack that smells bad. Come on.
That's right. Smack this girl smiles back, bitch.
Yeah, it's hard out here, dude.
if I ever hear like an EVP and a ghost calls me a bitch, then that'll be it. I'm not going back.
You've
We've
arrived.
gotten,
Yeah.
we've gotten
that's it.
the scaredy cat P word before.
Yeah. Yeah, at the cabin, actually. We did multiple times.
Yeah.
And I
But
called
the
them out on
B
it,
word
and then I
definitely
actually
not.
ran
We
out of
haven't
the
gotten
room.
that yet. That would be wild.
The what?
I said, but the B word, we haven't heard that yet.
Ah,
No,
yeah,
that would be
no.
wild.
I've gotten the F word, F-er,
Oh,
Before.
really?
and asshole,
I think we've gotten.
but never. I don't think I've gotten the B word either.
Mm-mm.
I think we've gotten ass. I was gonna say, I don't know.
I'm waiting for a ghost to be like, yeah, who are we speaking to? And then it just says, oh, it's Brittany, bitch. I'm waiting for the day that I get that. And
Just
that'll
do
like,
you had the spirit box going. It's going. It's just Brittany, bitch.
You can retire.
oh yeah, that'll be it.
Get up, walk
That
away.
is the
That's right, I
evidence that
got
I'm
it.
searching for.
I found it. I'm done,
Yep.
guys.
Yep.
100%.
We're just. Oh. So what do you guys have coming up here on your next
So-
adventures?
I think
Yeah,
we're
actually, you want to go, dude?
Well, let's say we have the Octagon Mansion that we're actually going to be going to in 2 weeks from
Nice.
now. Yeah,
Yeah.
first
Those
time.
ones are awesome.
It's actually just going to be me and Austin and I.
Nice.
So that will be spooky, fun, and
That's
should be an amazing
actually
time.
going to be our first holiday special. It's going to
Oh,
be airing
nice.
December 21st.
A
So-
Forgotten Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Forgotten Christmas special.
I figured
Nice.
we'll try to wear like a Santa hat.
Yeah,
and
we're
that'll
going to
be
try to
kinda
do
like the
something
only
festive.
yeah.
Low
just to
key, I
make it,
might, I might
There's
wear
some
a
Christmas music
sweater.
on in the. That's a good idea. Yeah.
Ugly. Do you want to do ugly Christmas sweaters?
Yeah, I'll have to probably buy one.
You should get
Yeah,
one
same.
where it has an EMF detector attached, like the lights light up.
I could make one.
But the
That's
lights,
a great idea, Ryan.
Yeah.
That's
lights
a
are like
good idea.
Yeah,
Jingle
that's actually a
bell
great
lights.
idea.
Christmas bulbs.
If there's any
It's a
spirits
very
in here,
forgotten Christmas.
light me up, and then you just light up
Yeah.
like a Christmas tree,
There, exactly.
or maybe
Yeah,
like
you're staying at that location because I'll be leaving after you like. If I see it go bing 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 bing,
you're gone.
yeah, you're gonna be like, Austin, they're here.
You're already like.
I'm like,
scurrying
AG,
off.
I'm gone. I'm not here.
That'd be a bestseller. We got to talk to Ron Wood from Booze Paranormal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ugly
About
sweaters.
making us an ugly EMF
sweater.
detector or K2 meter or whatever Christmas sweater.
Yeah.
As far as like other stuff though, I guess Austin
Uh,
can answer that. I don't know if we actually have. We may have like a few places. Oh,
Yeah,
I guess
so-
we can.
we have December 1st, the Sutton, West Virginia documentary full trailer releases. We're shooting for a February release of the miniseries, and then January we're actually going to be going as far south as we have ever gone so far, and we're going to Trebek Clinic in North Carolina.
Nice.
So I'm excited about that one. We have a few things here and there that we're like slowly planning for next year, but it's at the later half of
Hopefully,
next year.
yeah. And still might not even happen.
Yeah, so
Do you start planning for your Halloween stuff? Like, okay, I've got to get these. I got to get at least a set amount of investigation, so we'll have something for Halloween. Or is it like, okay, if we have enough investigation for Halloween special, that's great, or a week long, or we just do one night. If that's the case, and that's fine.
yeah, I mean, last year we actually started planning the Halloween special. I think in May. May of last year is when we started we actually started filming stuff for the Halloween special. So one video in the special, you'll see that I have long hair. The next one, I'm like buzz cut. The next one, I have long hair again. People probably thought like I was going through a phase or something, but
Bless your heart.
no, yeah, no, but yeah, it's like I feel like you have to plan so far in advance for things, especially with like some of the bigger locations, like Hinsdale House. That place is always sold out. You have to like get it like a year in advance sometimes. Like it's I think next year we're only going to do like one location, but we're trying to get it to where we have enough people to go where we can put their POVs as like single episodes and then come together for like the last hour of the night and have that be the final, like the finale. So like
Nice.
Say Ryan and Rhonda, you guys are episode 1, and then mine and AG's POV episode 2, and then episode 3 it's all of us together. So
yeah.
That's
And then maybe depending on like let's say my POV, I get nothing throughout the night. We'll probably put that episode first.
yeah,
So it's not like because no one wants to watch that
aggressively.
as the finale. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
Nelly, nothing.
you
It's just
literally,
sitting-
yeah.
Yeah,
Just
basically.
standing there.
Welcome to the
It's like no one
paranormal.
wants to see
Nice.
that.
You're sitting there talking to yourself.
Yeah.
Well, guys, looking forward to the Very Forgotten Christmas special.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Coming up. When is that gonna be released, you think?
December 21st is the date that I'm shooting for.
That's a good. Kids can gather. Parents can gather. The kids around the fire.
Yeah, maybe a little.
You know,
see me running away.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say get rid of the spooky stuff.
I want to watch Rudolph.
Yeah.
Watching Ghost. Damn it! Shut up.
Yeah.
We're watching Austin scream.
It's gonna be freaky, dude. We've only done one other investigation
be
where it's only
terrifying.
him and I.
This place is huge, right?
At least from what I've seen in pictures, I've never
Yeah, we've never.
This will be
been
the
there,
first time either one of us go, so I don't know.
I've heard it's got some activity.
It's the way
Maybe some ghosts there, from what I understand. Just saying. Be
I was gonna say,
prepared.
I think we heard
You might
one
see some
thing.
ghosts.
Is this the place with poltergeist? Or no, is that a different place?
That's Trevette. That's Trevette Clinic.
Oh, that's the
Which will
place.
be in-
2
yeah,
months
we'll be in
later.
January,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even 2 months.
They do dinner with the ghosts there, I think,
Yeah.
at the Octagon
Yeah,
Mansion.
at Octagon, yeah.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
they're
heard.
actually when I was setting it up, I was shooting for next March to investigate it, and they're like, yeah, we're in the process of selling it, so November is the last month that we have it open for investigations. I'm like,
You're like, yeah, you gotta.
okay,
You have to. Yeah.
we're out of town the 2nd, and I don't want to go out of town 2 weeks in a row. So
I mean, it's sad when you lose places like that.
yeah,
But it is what it is. We almost lost the cabin. We could still, you got to get the people to come in. That's the hard part, especially with these days with how it is with money, trying to get people to come in. And we really appreciate you guys coming and making these documentaries and helping out these locations.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. I was gonna say, like what we were talking about earlier, Austin and I, all 4 of us are always down to go to the cabin. Like even if you wanted or you needed, maybe not anything film wise, but if you need anything for us to be there, you just let us know. We'll always.
We can
you
always
need some volunteers for a public event or something.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah,
you should come up to investigate with Forgotten Explorations. People who follow your
true.
Content would be like, oh shoot, Austin's gonna be there. Sweet, I'll come up. I want to meet them.
Sure.
You can set up a table and sign autographs and line of cars down the street coming to meet the.
I don't know about all that, but.
What was your favorite investigation that you did for this last series, Halloween series?
Oh, definitely the cabin. 100% the cabin. Just because of how different everything was. I don't know, we had so much stuff leading up to that final time that we went. The guys and I, we went to Lafayette Inn, and we got confirmation, and it was very weird how we got confirmation. But as a whole, as a group, we have something following us from place to place.
Yeah.
And as I'm editing everything for the Halloween special, we got Randy, the name Randy come through at the Manor House, which David Flowers, he's like, yeah, I don't know why that name came through, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, wow.
But we kept getting, I'm following. Who is he? Why is he here? Who is she? Kind of thing. And then finally, we were like, okay, Do I have something following me? Flashlight goes to no. Does AG have something following him? Flashlight goes to no. Wheeler, no. Jacob, no. And then Jacob asks, as a group, do we have something following us? And immediately it goes like yes, and it's
Yeah,
like
the
the
flashlights
brightest.
were going pretty. They were acting really weird. Excuse me.
So it's definitely the cabin, but the cabin is like my number one spot, like anywhere we've been so far. So
Yeah.
it's pretty biased. So
That's pretty cool. I mean, that you guys have been to a lot of places. I'm glad we're still number one for you guys. I want to thank you guys so much for coming on and joining us. We should do it like make this like tradition, like beginning of November every year. After
Every
we-
year.
Always. Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
I would love it. I wouldn't mind.
Let's go ahead and book you now. First Tuesday in November. You come back on the show. All
All
right.
right, let's see.
Are you actually like looking at? What are you doing over there,
He
dude?
comes back and
What
says,
you looking at?
Yeah,
over there?
you have like
November 4th. November
All right.
4th.
all right.
November 4th. How can everyone, follow you, stalk you, whatever you want to call it?
We're on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I think that's it. Under Forgotten Explorations. That's the only username that we have.
You can email us.
Yeah, forgottenexplorations@gmail.com if you have
Yeah,
a
throw that in
location that
there.
you want us to go investigate. So
There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome,
Yeah.
guys. Thank you so much for coming on and chatting with us tonight. We really
Oh,
appreciate
thanks for
it.
having us.
Always. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
And we'll see you on November 4th next year.
2025. Let's go.
Sounds
Good. Sounds good. Going to the cabin sooner than we thought, Austin.
Yeah.
You guys have a good one.
You as well, Ryan.
Right.
Hey, Rhonda,
Good
thank
night.
you.
Bye. That was fun.
It's always fun with them.
I have some business to discuss with you before.
You sound
go.
so official.
Yeah, I know, right? We got to get down to brass tacks here.
Oh, Lordy.
They're having on the schedule on Sundays now at work.
Oh, okay.
So I don't
Every
have to work
Sunday?
on. Yeah. I'm thinking we may have to move the music show to once a week on a Thursday.
I can do a Thursday. I think Thursday works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. I'm here with RJ watching him. And I hate to do it because I know Howie probably can't do it on Thursday, but
He could probably
I,
pop in and out like sometimes. he
Yeah.
does, especially since it's once a month.
yeah, I'm gonna see if hopefully he can do it. But
Yeah.
one of the girls left Pizza Hut and they needed help, so they put me on Sunday nights. So I just wanted to see if that would be
Well,
a
you know,
thing
it's
you?
probably gonna be good because you're like right in football season and wintertime. Sundays are a
Yeah.
big day for pizza.
yeah. So they definitely need help for sure. So
Yeah, I'm going Thursdays. Just let me know.
I will. I don't think it'll probably be obviously not this Thursday, but next Thursday. I think we're gonna
Okay.
shoot for.
That's fine.
The schedule for the rest of the month is pretty quick, actually. We've got Lost Souls PI, Paranormal Investigation,
Yay!
next week. So we got them on. We have Haunting Angels.
I'm so excited to meet with them. I've heard
Me
of
too.
them and been following them and do not know them. So I'm excited about that.
I met them at the cabin a few months ago. So they're really cool. And the 26th, we've got a special Freaks React. We've got Dana,
Yay.
Maria Volmer, and Helena King
Woohoo!
coming on the show. So we could probably just do a spiritual roundtable
We could.
with us and see if Sarah wants to come on and join us
Yeah.
if she wants to, whatever.
Or
But
we could react to Thanksgiving stuff.
that would
'Cause,
be
you know, we're rounding that corner.
yeah, we are. We're getting close to it. And then court in the school, we go into December. We got Maxim Furyk, paranormal author and rock journalist.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's right up our
Maybe-
alley.
Yeah, maybe there'll be some kind of like weird like ghosts and like the ghosts of
Ooh.
like rock and roll or whatever.
Yeah.
The Christmas holiday special, and then December 10th, and then December 17th, we've got Carrie Lynn Shellhorn.
My bestie. I love her.
And our last show is what was his name? The demon guy.
Mr. Sandoval.
Yes.
Jim.
Yes. Sandoval. Yes, Jim
And-
Sandoval is our final show of
Yes.
the year. So
And
we
I've
have
got us
some,
another guest, one of my dear friends that's a psychic medium. Her name is Lisa Crick, and she's got like she's in the paranormal, she's done movies, she's done all kinds of things. So she's interested. So I will see what we can get her in March of next year. So more people coming.
heck yeah, we're gonna be booked up until November 4th here. We're
Well,
filling
we got November 4th, man. We
That's
got
right.
I
Heck
tell
yeah.
you what, I always love having them. It's been so neat to see them grow.
I've loved watching them
Yeah.
their
Same
maturation.
with, like a lot of our guests, like I've loved watching the Haunted Raven and Paranormal Theory. Like they're just doing big things, and it's exciting to see it for them.
Yeah, getting the freaking awesome rub. Tell you, we just you're welcome, guys.
I mean, but it's cool to watch them grow and expand.
Yeah, it is. I'm excited to see what they have, what happens next on their paranormal journeys. What do you guys have coming up on the
So last week we had Jen Rose, a psychic medium, on our show. This week we have a Jennifer Rose, which is psychic medium, that will be on our show on Sunday night.
I'm sensing a trend here.
We have a lot of spiritual people on for November.
Spiritual November.
Yes, right.
It's funny. We feel like we had like a ton of people in October. We had like 5 guests. We only have like 4. It feels like, I don't know. It feels like we had a lot more last month than we have this month. I guess it's just how it falls.
How many Tuesdays there are in a month?
Yeah. So, but we've got some good stuff coming up here in the next few weeks. And guys, no matter what happens, no matter how it's not the end of the world, although sometimes it may feel like it is.
Yeah, whatever goes down, let's just be nice to your fellow man. And you know what I mean? We're all in this together.
And if your side happens to win, don't rub it in, because the other side doesn't want to hear it.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Either way. So
just remember, we're all humans.
Yes.
And we're all living this same life on this same planet, and let's just be there for one another and be nice.
And we're all in this together. Yes, be nice to everyone. Yep. And what do you say? Not to the center of attention. Back the fuck off, or whatever it was.
That's right.
Whatever the card said, you know.
Yeah, if you are not the center of attention, back up.
Yeah, back up.
Not all about you. There's a collective here that's going through this.
And if you ever get really upset about something, just say, "By Saint Booger and all the saints at the backside of purgatory," and you'll just feel better. Just saying.
I wish I could say, "I'll see you on the backside of purgatory."
I'll see you on the backside of purgatory. The phrase that pays.
The phrase that pays.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back here with
Lost Souls
Paranormal Investigations.
Yes.
I've had
the pleasure to investigate with them. I'm so excited.
Yep, great show, guys. Hey, yep, right there.
Wait till next week.
We'll be back here. Same freaking awesome time.
Same freaking awesome show with those Lost Soul Paranormal Investigators.
We're excited. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.